Morning, my dear teacher trainees. You're welcome to my class. May I take the opportunity to present before you this introductory lesson entitled Meaning, Development, Types, and Scope of Social Science. Your attention is hereby drawn to this informative lesson, and I do hope that you will surely able to earn certain quantum of ideas about the meaning, concept, definition, types, features, and the scope of social sciences. Well, to begin with, let me try to spell out the basic meaning of the term social sciences. So here in this slide is shown before you. Social science consists of two different words, social and science. So the word social is something relating to human society and how it is organized. And the science itself is nothing but the study of the physical and the natural world and phenomena, especially by using systematic observation and experiment. So many people comment on the importance of social sciences vaguely without understanding the place of social sciences in one's own life and also in the social context in modern times and how it will influence our future science. The term science means a systematic study of any phenomenon, right? So, according to Fairchild's Dictionary of Sociology, science is a kind of human activity directed towards the systematic statement of the probability of the hypothetic or actual recurrence of phenomenon which is and are regarded as identical. Bisons and Bisons say science goes with the method and not with the subject matter. This means if the method of study is systematic and scientific, then whatever subject is might be it can be called as science. The social sciences may thus be defined as those mental or cultural sciences which deal with the activities of the individual as a member of a group. So regarding the meaning of the term social sciences, I should say social science is a generic term covering the scientific study of man either singly or in groups as regards his essentially non-physical characteristics. Social sciences include those disciplines that study social behaviors and the social institutions. The scope is restricted to their own fields. Social science is the scientific study of man. It is the study of social behaviors and social institutions. Social science is a part of cultural knowledge. Social science is advanced studies of human society. Social science attempts to find out new truths about human relationship. You see, the social sciences are the fields of scholarship that study society. Social sciences commonly used as an umbrella term to refer to a plurality of fields outside of the natural sciences. So these include anthropology, archaeology, business administration, communication, criminology, economics, education, government, linguistics, international relations, political science, sociology, and in some contexts, geography, history, law, as well as psychology. Now, let me bring before you some important definitions of social science. David L. Sills, in an article in the International Encyclopedia of Higher Education published in the year 1977, has observed although knowledge is often broadly divided into the social and behavioral sciences, the humanities and the natural sciences, there is no full definition of social sciences that is generally accepted, nor is there any consensus concerning which individual disciplines are properly included under the heading. Accordingly, Each generation of social scientists uses a different implicit definition of the field, sometimes resulting in controversies among colleagues and between countries. In general, however, the social and the behavioral sciences include those disciplines that study social behavior and the social institutions. Social sciences is, after all, a generic term covering the scientific study of men, either singly or in groups, as regards its essentially non-physical characteristics. So, the following are some of the important definitions. Uh, According to Zemshai, social sciences is those bodies of learning and study which recognize the simultaneous and mutual action of physical and non-physical stimuli which produce social reaction. Again, Salis Beard defines social sciences as social sciences are a body of knowledge and the thought pertaining to human affairs is distinguished from sticks, stones, stars, and physical objects. And further, according to Alexander Pope, uh, know than thyself, presume not God to scale, the proper study of mankind is man, and it is social science. Other scholars also have defined social sciences as other. So, according to International Dictionary of Education, published in 1979, social sciences are a scholarly scientific study of human relationships through detailed, systematic, and logical syllabi in the constituent subjects. For example, economics, psychology, sociology, and social administration. And again, uh, as per the new Encyclopedia Britannica, social sciences are those subjects which deals with the human behavior any social and cultural aspects, which include sociology, social cultural anthropology, social psychology, social and cultural geography, and those areas of education that deal with the social context of learning and the relation of the school to the social order. So here in these coming three slides, I'm trying to differentiate social sciences from natural and the from natural sciences and the humanities. So please do bear with me. Social sciences, to begin with, is after all the field of human knowledge that deals with all aspects of the group life of human beings. So it is the subject to change the changes the human behavior, and it is after all behavioral science. And it is different from natural sciences, where natural science is a branch of science that seeks to elucidate the rules that govern the natural world by using the empirical and the scientific methods. The subject areas categorized under natural sciences include physics, chemistry, biology, art sciences, astronomy, etc. And further, humanities are totally different from either natural or social sciences, as these are academic disciplines that study the human condition using methods that are primarily analytical, critical, or speculative. And it deals with the ancient and modern languages, visual and performing arts such as music, theater arts, literature, history, philosophy, and religion. So now let us try to trace out in brief the history of social sciences. Although, strictly speaking, the social sciences do not precede the 19th century, the origins go back all the way back to the ancient Greeks and their rationalist inquiries into human nature, the state, and the morality. You see, medieval theology, especially as it appears in St. Thomas Aquinas' Summa Theologia, contained the fashion synthesis from ideas about humanity and society. Ideas, indeed, they may be seen to be political, social, economic, anthropological, and geographical in their substance. In the first place, I should say, the Roman Catholic Church throughout the Middle Ages and even into the Renaissance and the Reformation was much more attentive to what scholars wrote and thought about the human mind and human behavior in society than it was towards what was being studied and written in the physical sciences. Frankly speaking, in ancient history, there was no difference between mathematics and the study of history, poetry, or politics. The term social science may refer either to the specific sciences of society established by thinkers such as Comte, Durkheim, Marx, and Weber, or more generally to all disciplines outside of noble science and art. So, beginning in the 1950s, the term behavioral sciences was often applied to the disciplines designated as the social sciences. So, those who favored this term did so in part because these disciplines were thus both close to some of the sciences, such as physical anthropology and physiological psychology, which also deal with human behavior. So, dear trainees, on pursuit of the historical development of social sciences as a discipline of knowledge, one can phase into two distinct eras, that is older social sciences and the new social sciences. So let me start with older social sciences. Uh, Perhaps the earliest of the social sciences is political science and politics. So this was the chief concern of the ancient Greeks. And secondly, on a somewhat lower plane, in the purview of the Greeks stood the second of the social sciences, which is known as economics. When in the 16th century, the problems of the requisition of wealth shifted from that of the individual salvation to national strength and power, the way was advanced for the advent of modern economics. Wattenly suggested the phrase political economy, and Adam Smith agreed to it. Today, we speak of social, for example, economics. The third of all the disciplines that one can trace back to the Greeks is nothing but history. Uh, Greek scholars Herodotus and Thucydides were deeply interested in it. The work of Herodotus' history was close to the area of literature than to any other science. The work of Thucydides was history with deep interest in history, and in 19th century history not only became for more rigorous in its scientific method, but it has extended its scope to the inclusion of the manifold phenomena of human life, individual and mass phenomena, as well as those of formal political organizations. And the fourth of all this, all the social sciences is jurisprudential. Jurisprudence. Even in primitive societies, there were certain customs which happen into the rigid courtship relations that one called it law. The first of the new social science is anthropology, which is the study of man in his work. The second of the new social sciences is penology. Earlier penology or criminal law was barbaric. Modern penology has come into intimate relations with economic and social conditions in general. Now, penology as a social pathology is contributing in full measure to the understanding of a normal social life. The third of the newer social sciences is sociology. So, the French philosopher Auguste Comte developed it in 1838, and during 1830s he was engaged in the theoretical study of classification of knowledge, and while doing so he found that although there had then existed a number of social sciences which situated society in one way or the other, So yet none of them actually focus on and directly dealt with the heart or the central point of society, the human's relations. So realizing this lacuna, he gave birth to sociology. Originally, he named it social physics, as he was keen to make it a science of society modeled on the model of physics, which is exact and based on cause and effect. So he thought of its two parts, social statistics and social dynamics. In the year 1838, he changed the name of this newly created social physics to sociology, the scientific study of society. So with the passage of time, sociology gained more prominence as a vital aspect of knowledge. You see, the intelligentsia of these academic circles strive to explore into minor details of social science and relate such outcomes for the individual and the social development. The social scientists who intend to study the social sciences develop and use different approaches, and its approach has contributed to its uniqueness in understanding the social phenomenon. This enabled the social scientists over a period of time to understand and relate the social milieu for enrichment of individual as well as social life. So therefore, it is pertinent in this present context to look at the different approaches used by the social sciences, thus, political science, economics, history, jurisprudence, anthropology, penology, and sociology are treated as pure social sciences. So now let me tell you some information about the types of social sciences. So according to James Hyde, the most easily classifiable social sciences, the most popular are psychology, man's mind, anthropology, man's ethos, geography, man's about, economics, man's subsistence, political science, man's order, sociology, man's association, and history, man's story. So these subjects are individual disciplines of investigation having sufficient independent bodies of subject matter. Further, Professor M. Halaya made a classification of social sciences into three distinct types: pure social sciences, semi-social sciences, and sciences with social implications. So pure social sciences include politics, economics and history, jurisprudence, anthropology, penology, and sociology. While semi-social sciences include ethics, education, philosophy, and psychology. Uh, Biology, geography, medicine, linguistics, and art are categorized under sciences with social implications. So there is quite a large number of social science disciplines, and it is obvious that the term social sciences may be stretched or squeezed to fit almost any conception of discipline knowledge so long as it deals with people and utilizes a scientific method. Thus, the term may include any disciplined knowledge which deals with people and utilizes a scientific method. There is a generally accepted group of scholarly pursuits which can be named, which is usually classified as the social sciences, and these include history, geography, political science, economics, anthropology, and sociology. So these represent man's fundamental needs, the human record, the habitat, political structure, subsistence, human derivation, and social organization. Human or cultural geography and psychology can be added to this list to account for the further human needs of acceptance and personal adjustment. Sometimes the social sciences may be expanded to include social biology, ethics, philosophy, jurisprudence, statistics, linguistics, and education. So among the humanities, inclusion of rhetoric, logic, and grammar could be justified. International Encyclopedia of the Social Sciences, edited by David L. Sills, includes the following disciplines under social sciences. These include anthropology, behavioral sciences, economics, geography, history, law, political science, psychiatry, psychology, sociology, and statistics. But now we have a large range of social science disciplines, and this is the long list of the social science disciplines that we are studying today. Anthropology, business studies, economics, education, geography, history, industrial relations, law, philosophy, political science, psychology, public administration, sociology, international studies, and library sciences. Well, friends, as a matter of fact, social sciences has three chief features. First is social sciences are those parts of cultural knowledge directly bearing on men's activities in specific fields. Uh, Second important feature associated with social science is that social sciences are the advanced studies of human society to be taught to mature students. And thirdly, the purpose of social sciences is to find out new truths about the human relationships so as to contribute to society, social utility, and advancement of knowledge. Now, to conclude, let me spell out before you the specific scope of social sciences. The scope given by the new Encyclopedia Britannica are as follows. The social sciences, which deals with human behavior in its social and cultural aspects, include the following disciplines: economics, political science, sociology, social and cultural anthropology, social psychology, social and economic geography, and those areas of education that dealt with the social context of learning and the relation of their school to the social order. So history is regarded by many of its practitioners as a social science, and certain areas of historical study today are almost indistinguishable from work done in the social sciences. So all the social sciences are ultimately concerned with the rational understanding of society. However, it focuses on the specific aspects of the social phenomena being studied by it. So, uh, I am telling before you some of the definitions associated with these different branches of the social sciences. So, political science, in terms of definition, is given in the International Dictionary of Education 1979, is that political science is the study of the principles, the methods, and the aims of government, right? And economics, on the other, according to the International Dictionary of Education 1979, is the study of the nature, production, consumption, distribution, and exchange of wealth. Jurisprudence, on the other, is the study of the principles and the knowledge of law. Sociology is the study of the social behavior, the social action of mankind. Uh, and it is an examination of the social systems and organization. International Dictionary of Education further defines sociology is now considered to be the most developed, comprehensive, methodologically perfect, and highly advanced social science. So it is treated as the mother of all social sciences or the queen of all the social sciences. It has the largest number of social concepts and theories to explain the entire human society. It is functional relationship with all other social sciences. One who doesn't know sociology cannot understand any other social sciences properly. Even the following branches of knowledge are also having close interrelations with sociology. Ethics is a branch of social science, is after all a branch of philosophy concerned with moral and the distinction between good and the bad. Philosophy, again, is the study of the forms of thoughts and arguments and the grounds of knowledge in other subjects. Education deals with the total process of developing human ability and behavior, social process in which one achieves social competence and individual growth. Education further organizes and sustain instruction designed to communicate a combination of knowledge, skills, and understanding valuable for all activities of life. Social biology uh, is a serious study of living things, both plants and living creatures. Geography, on the other hand, is the study of the sciences and the characteristics of the Earth's surface and its inhabitants. Uh, and lastly, linguistic is the study of language in the widest sense rather than simply as a means of communication. So, with these, let me say thank you very much for attending to this lesson.